On the show today, some of the funniest comments from Cincinnati. Will Djokovic tear another t-shirt? Can Adish get his prediction right again to maintain a 100% accurate record of predicting the right games at Grand Slams? If you are at the US Open, why you must watch doubles matches? And finally, who can challenge Djokovic-Alcaraz rivalry? So Adish, let me start by reading out a few funny comments from the Cincinnati finals. Sandy says, in the world of AI, did I just see machines play?
Well, yeah, it almost felt like it was a very machinist game. Both players, both players just they're pushing the limits. But yeah, I think the way Djokovic thinks and behaves on the court is definitely very human. So he's not a machine. He may play like one, but he's absolutely human. You remember how he teases he teased the crowd at the Wimbledon. So I don't think that is a very machinist thing to do. So
Emotions.
definitely, Djokovic is a human for sure, no doubt about that.
Yeah, he brings emotions which machines cannot bring as of now. But yeah, moving on. Harsh imagines Djokovic saying that I love playing with Alcaraz and I will continue to do so till Alcaraz retires.
Yeah, because at that time, I think Djokovic will be aiming for Grand Slam number 50 or something like that. And even then, there will be a debate going on who the GOAT is. Because Federer fans like me, I don't think will ever agree that, somebody other than Federer could actually be called the GOAT.
Wow. So moving on, Shri says Joko and Alcaraz should just tour each country and play a match. No tournament is needed.
I like the tweet, but I disagree from a US Open context. Because, we know that this is the trickiest Grand Slam to play.
Yeah. Cool. So I think let's move on to the next topic. Do you think Djokovic will tear another t-shirt? That has become quite a debate.
See, first of all, I really want to know if Lacoste makes easy tear shirts specifically for Djokovic. Because it is not easy to tear a shirt. Come on. I mean, nobody, I don't think anybody in his right mind has ever thought that, okay, let me see if I can tear my shirt. And I'm sure even if people did try that, it is not easy at all to tear a shirt right away with your bare hands. So I think like how the chips come in easy tear package or something like that, you have a small cut there, which helps you tear it out easily. I think Lacoste specifically makes such t-shirts for Djokovic. Because this is not the first time he's done this.
Of course, I'm not sure you're endorsing Lacoste or not, but I can certainly imagine a Hulk Hogan or a Shawn Michaels tearing his t-shirt at a WWE event.
But do you remember Djokovic did the same thing about 10 years ago when he won a Wimbledon? I'm not sure. So, come on. It is not, what I'm trying to say, it is not easy to tear a shirt. This is the point. And if Djokovic does this, on a platform where all the cameras are on him, he is sure that he is going to tear his shirt in one rip, right? So, it means that the manufacturers are helping him with something. I'm not sure what it is.
It's your finals. You get to wear this shirt.
Correct. Yes. Something like that. Or maybe he changes into that one specific shirt just before the presentation ceremony or just before he's serving for the match or something like that. That is too much lengths to go to, don't you think?
Yeah. But that's, I think, it's a habit. Some people like it. It creates a polarized opinion. So I don't know where my stand is on that, but I love doing that. Djokovic doing that sometimes. No question at all.
Yeah.
Cool.
All right.
So moving on, you have made 2 successful predictions, absolutely spot on, with Alcaraz and Djokovic at the French, where you said Djokovic will win, and Alcaraz and Djokovic at Wimbledon, where you clearly said that Alcaraz is going to win. So how do you plan to maintain your 100% record?
First of all, let me correct you. This was my third prediction of. Actually, I have predicted all 3 of them. Even Australian Open, I was I had yes. So please don't take credit away from me. And now at this point, actually, I'm not sure if I should make the fourth prediction, because if I don't get that right, then the first three mean nothing, absolutely. But we are not into the tournament yet. So it was not wise to make a prediction unless we see how the players play. But that being said, US Open is the trickiest Grand Slam to win. So I think making a prediction even in the second week is going to be rather tricky. Let me state my reasons. Djokovic hasn't had a great US Open ever. Djokovic has struggled at the US Open. His, I would say, not worst moment, but what could have been his best moment in life, or could have established him as a GOAT, was the US Open final that he lost to Medvedev. He was aiming for a calendar slam and he failed miserably. Was that due to US Open being US Open, the surface, or was it because of, all the pressure that he had built up? So we don't know about that. So that is one thing. So Djokovic hasn't exactly excelled on this surface or at this event. Alcaraz is definitely a defending champion, a force to reckon with. We have Ruud once again, who was the runner-up last year, and he also is a French Open runner-up, so we can't rule him out. Medvedev, your favorite player, is always a force to reckon with at the US Open. So making a prediction at the US Open, even though we had a brilliant Canadian Open and the Cincinnati Open, I think it's very difficult. So I think I'll just I won't play my cards just as yet.
Yeah. No, I think before the tournament, it's just aiming in the dark. So there's no point. I think once the tournament starts, then the build-up can allow some kind of predictions. And talking about predictions, I got the Sinner versus Alcaraz right at Miami. I got the Medvedev right at clay court. So yeah, it's.
But you better at the Grand Slams. Let me tell you that.
Yeah, I got 100% incorrect record. You have
correct at Grand Slams. You should stick to 1000 Masters.
Cool. So if you are at the US Open, which is for the fans who are listening this, if you are at the US Open, why you must watch doubles matches? That is my next point. Maybe you want to start? I have a couple of points again.
See, firstly, I think that doubles is very, very entertaining. It is highly skilled, and it is one of the fastest games on this planet. So it is actually a joy to watch. It involves a lot of skill, and the thing that you keep talking about, the added physicality that tennis has brought into the game. Although a lot of people say that as any sport progresses, the physicality aspect goes on improving or increasing rather. But as of now, in the men's doubles at least, it is more skill and less physical. And I just love that. I love watching that sometimes. It's pure skill, it's strategy based, and it's fast, man. It's damn fast.
Yeah. My point was that doubles is very different to watch in person as compared to on TV. Hence, anybody who visits a tournament should prioritize watching doubles because that is, as you said, there are a lot of attributes. It's fast and all that. But getting to see it firsthand is a thrilling experience. It's like a Formula One. It's like a lot of other events where the nerves are high and you enjoy watching doubles. Cool. Finally, moving on to the last point. Again, we talked about predictions and we talked about some of the challengers here. But overall, how do you see Djokovic-Alcaraz rivalry going towards the end of the year? It's been Alcaraz, Djokovic, Djokovic-Alcaraz. We yearned for maybe seeing them at the Australian, then some clay court tournaments where Djokovic either didn't participate or they did not meet at all. And it has started with French Open, and it's like every tournament, these guys are coming up with some great matches.
Honestly, I'm not a very big fan of the same kind of matches that I'm forced to watch all the time. So actually, at this point, it feels like everybody is only talking about Djokovic and Alcaraz, which I'm not exactly enjoying, honestly, because at French Open, I was very eager to watch them. One is an established superstar. One is supposedly a lot of people are calling him the next Nadal. So that was something I was really looking forward to. They hadn't played, but now it's getting a little, not boring, but every time it's the same thing. So I would rather, watch somebody else also get a chance this time. And thankfully, we are talking about the US Open, which once again, I want to say that this is the trickiest Grand Slam to win. So I think maybe we will get to see something else.
Cool. So I think my personal take on Joko Alcaraz rivalry is kind of what Arsene Wenger proposed, that we should have a football World Cup every 2 years, right? And then it got rejected, saying that it will be too much. Maybe there are times when
Good point. This is very good point.
continue to see the same kind of matches, even though there are absolute high quality, may not be necessary that we get to watch it again and again and again. But
Yeah, yeah,
so I
yeah.
agree with it.
I have the same feeling, but if the two of them keep coming to the finals, we may have to accept at some point that Djokovic is still not finished and Alcaraz is the best player on the planet. I think that is the only conclusion we can draw. If this keeps happening,
Right. Cool. So that's a good way to end this episode. Let's enjoy the US Open, and we'll continue with more and more episodes during this magnificent Grand Slam event, which is the last event of the day. Thanks so much. Have a good day. Bye bye.